Welcome everybody back to another episode of the NFAPOD. I'm Zaga,
What's up with Colin?
and we are finishing our interview we had last week with Jack, Uncle Copper. You know, if you listened last week, you know what the fuck we're talking about. Welcome back again. That was to you. Welcome back again.
Saw it. What's going on, man?
It's like,
It's been what, 20 minutes?
20 minutes, yes. But to the listeners, it's been a whole week that they had to listen to.
It has been a whole week.
Yes. So we're so happy to the time again for us.
So happy that we called him back.
Yeah.
Yes. From the kitchen.
He's a bitch to book, by the way.
Okay. Now there was a question I was trying to get out before last week's episode, and this is a good one. And I apologize, people at home. I'm eating some grapes right now. I'm enjoying this shit. You currently have 1.9 million followers on TikTok. Mm. At what point, at that number, do you start to get offers to do adult movies?
Them offers have already been made, and I have turned down.
Well, I'm saying, at what number does those things start happening? Because we got to know.
You know, I think it's so. I mean, granted, I somewhat did it to myself because I made the whole thing of like there was a filter that was like, if I had an OnlyFans or if you had an OnlyFans, you would make, and it came up as like $500,000 or something like that. And I made the joke because I was like, you know, I'm not doing it. I can't do it. I'm not doing it. And then it came up with like 500,000 as a joke. I went, you know, I could buy a lot of homes for all the puppies and the ponies that need adoption. But I looked right at the camera and I was like, I'm not getting 100% naked. I'm not doing it. No, not getting 100% naked. And that and this was before a lot of the like thirsty comments have become a thing. And that was very much a trial by fire of just thirsty comment after thirsty comment. And most people, I think, said it as a joke. And then I checked my Instagram and there were offers in there that I did not respond to.
Was it like a lot of money?
Again,
was it a lot of money?
There was no pricing. It was just listed as, would you do this? And I just didn't respond because I was like, number one, no. Number two, it ain't worth messing with my career in the Army to do that. So,
you got that.
They don't like that.
No, they usually frown upon that.
Yeah. Well, so oddly enough, I made that joke. Years ago when OnlyFans became a thing. And I remember I was like, yeah, that might not do so well with my military command. And my dad looks at me and he goes, well, it's subscription based, right? I'm like, yes. He goes, so the only way that anyone in your command would see that is if they were subscribed to you. I'm like, huh. And so the whole joke came up that if I did that, my commander was ever like, well, sir, the only way that you would have seen that is if you're subscribed. So how about this conversation never happened?
This is true.
And
that's a good one.
Thank you for your $12.99. But we'll see you.
Yeah. So at what number do those offers really start? Like 50,000, 100,000? Did you get
Tony's planning for the future right now?
Yeah. I'm trying to know like at what point do I have to start doing OnlyFans?
I think for me, it was right after that video happened. And I think by that point, it was at like 300,000, 400,000, something like that.
All right.
Okay. So I have a new dream to live for. Get 300,000 followers. And then I can start getting paid to show my dick.
Yeah.
There you go. 400,000 equals Ron Jeremy. There you go.
There you go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but the money's right.
True, actually.
Listen.
So side note to that, though. Well, unless Tony wants to talk about how he's going to start a fucking OnlyFans career.
Yo, listen. Nothing in the world is not negotiable.
Yeah. I don't know.
Name one thing that's not negotiable in this world.
What do you mean not negotiable?
Gravity.
True.
It's negotiable. All you have to do is beat gravity and go into space. No gravity.
Can you staple Jell-O to a tree?
If you tried really hard enough and it was solidified and cold enough.
For fair cold. Okay.
Yeah. Liquid nitrogen, man.
Was that your question? Was that one of your weird questions that you were going to ask?
Can you staple Jell-O to a tree?
I feel like that's one of the weird. That sounds like a weird question you would ask.
I've heard like 15 voices from this man. Obviously, he could staple Jello to a tree. No. My weird question, which goes like in turn with yours, was how many random women have hit you up on TikTok? Are you done counting at this point?
So hold on. Now, when we say hit me up, are we saying like a
Like
comment?
DM,
DMs?
Can you get DMs once you get past like, or do you have to be friends with them?
On TikTok, I don't, because on TikTok I have the whole thing where unless you and
Are
I
you
are
certified on TikTok?
No, I'm not verified yet.
That's fucked up.
Yep.
Okay.
And it's been a pain because like there's a lot of like, dude, I mean, if you look, there's like I think 15 fake accounts that I've had to like block and report, and then meanwhile TikTok was like no violation found. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Of course, yeah.
But on TikTok, you can't message me unless we're following each other. So
Copy.
I tell people to go to the Instagram because I have 2 Instagrams. I have Copperhead347 of Instagram, which I need to get better about transferring the videos over to. But that's also where people can directly message me because I can see like the message requests in there. And
yeah,
those
you can kind of scroll through them. Yeah,
exactly. And then the other one is Dark Rose Actual, where I do more of like the military shooting, guns, things like that. And people will message me on there sometimes. So as far as how many DMs I've gotten, most of the time, a lot of the messages, honestly, are sometimes they're a little bit flirty, but a lot of it is, hey, this is what I've gone through. You help out so much. Thank you for what you do. I've even had people be like, I've had actually a lot of people who have been like, I can tell that you're someone who wants to help other people. If you ever need somebody to talk to, that, let me know. Which is just one of the sweetest things I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's wholesome as fuck.
Yeah. So I'd say maybe 20%, either jokingly or just straight up seriously, are like, here's me shooting my shot. And that's some of the more politely worded.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I've had some that are just straight like, I'd climb you like a tree. I'm like, okay, well, number one, that's I don't know what you call a tree.
Yeah, why do you want to climb me? That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever hit any of them back up?
No.
It's a good man.
And for me, it's a big part. I mean, I'm old school, man. Like I'm very old school. I'm very much the, I can't tell you the last time I went on a date. I'm old now, but I'm very much I pick you up. If either I pick you up somewhere, you ain't getting your own door, you ain't getting the bill. I'm going to drive you home. I'm going to walk you to your door. I'm going to wish you a good night. Make sure you get into your house safe. And then I'm going to go back to where I go. I'm not like the girl. No.
See, all right. So everyone that's like, where are the good guys? Where are all the good guys? He's right here.
And I've gotten a lot of those comments too, where people are like, oh my God, where can I find one of you? And I think the problem is that, how do I word it? First off, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. And even when I was in, I don't want to say my hoe phase, but when I was in college, I had a little bit of like
we've all had a hoe phase. It's okay.
Yep.
Absolutely.
But even then, it was never like I didn't go out looking for it. I mean, because to me, and I think part of it is that growing up and having so many female friends growing up, I've seen the direct effect that has, and I don't ever want to be the source of that. So, I was never I'm going to go out and do this and this and this, because it's like, dude, number one, that ain't polite or gentlemanly. Number two, I've seen what that does. And number three, no one likes that guy.
Yeah,
those
are the guys that create the crazy females.
My man, I swear to God.
Complain about them.
I swear to God, my man, when you run for president, you have my vote. I swear.
Yeah, like for real. Honestly, you are the most wholesome human I have ever met in my life.
Honestly, thank Mama Copper. I tell people all the time, thank Mama Copper and my dad. I mean, my mama, without going into too much detail, my mama fought the world and everything in it to make it so that I could be who I wanted to be. That I wasn't a product of my environment. I could be who I wanted to be. She raised me right. And my dad, very much taught me just be a good man, work like your name is attached to it, because it is, be who you are. And, my dad is awesome at teaching that, because it's funny. My dad is a man of very few words. So when he speaks, you kind of listen up. But at the same time, when you get my old man going, like no man on this planet has ever made me laugh to the point where I damn near re-broke my ribs like my dad has. My dad is one of the funniest individuals I've ever met in my life. And a lot of it too was that being picked on a lot growing up, having a lot of the bullshit that I got growing up. At some point, I think between seeing the effect that had on me directly, seeing the effect it has on other people, I almost kind of did it out of spite, where I was like, no, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm not going to be like you. I'm going to be the opposite of y'all. Why? Because fuck y'all. That's why. It was kind of like all that came my way, and I saw it go to other people's way, where I was like, dude, I want to be the opposite thing. Like, I don't want to ever be that guy. And so the downside of it is that it's always caused me to be very self-critical and at times too introspective, where like I'll do something and I'll go back and I'll be like, shit, did I word that right? Did I do this right? Did I screw this up? Did I screw that up? Did I do this? Did I talk too much? Did I do this? And everyone's like, dude, stop. Like, easy. You're fine. Relax. And, and especially as I've gotten older, I've more and more developed that whole, like, listen, this is me. You either like him or you don't. If you do, cool, awesome. If you don't, okay, you have your right to an opinion. You go that way, I go this way, and that's it. And it's one of those things where I never wanted to be that guy, because I've seen the effect that being that guy has, even when you don't know you're being that guy. And again, and that's the thing. Like, I have friends of mine who are like complete Casanovas. I love them to death. They're man of horse. I still love them, but they do it in a way where like they're at least respectful about it. Like, they don't lie. They don't, lead people on. They're very honest. Where they're like, hey, sweetheart, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm not. If you're on the same page, cool. If you're not, all right. Like, they've always been honest about it. And that's not how I roll, but that's how they roll, and that's fine. But they've always been honest and unapologetic of who they are. And at the same time, they're not trying to take anything from anybody. And for them, it works. For me, that's just how I've always been, is I don't want to take from anybody. If, because a lot of that, it's real temporary. It lasts about this long, but the effects can be this long.
Yeah, it's the truth.
It's true. Dude, not to take away from the serious the speech you just gave.
Stop interrupting us with your fuckboy nonsense, Tony.
No, like, listening to that, he's
the most wholesome fucking human in the world.
Well, hold on. I hit my pen a couple times in our little break there. You transformed into Matthew McConaughey, and you had just won an Oscar. And the word when you said, "I want to thank Mama Copper," and I was like,
"Yeah, word." I was like, "Can we get that one next week?"
It's a goddamn Academy Award fucking speech that you just gave.
Shit,
it was beautiful,
dude. Jack for president.
I definitely just hold me Academy Award, like, so. I definitely appreciate this, and I want to thank my manager. Oddly enough, my manager is also my mama. I want to thank my director. I want to thank these people. I want to say, to this, I say, all right. To this, I say, let's keep on living. And God bless y'all. Have a good night.
Thanks for those two idiots that had me on their podcast.
So this is great. This is great, though, because this leads to my next question. And actually, this is a mixture of two different questions.
Don't you dare taint the topic, Tony. We are on a wholesome vibe right now.
No, we're talking about Matthew McConaughey. Will you, when you become that next level actor? Because I can see you're gonna get to that level.
It's 100% gonna happen.
I hope so, man.
You're gonna do something great
without a doubt.
And when you're that famous, will you do a celebrity fight against Matthew McConaughey for ownership of Southern accents?
Well, first off, I mean, there's no toppling Matthew McConaughey. I mean, there's no toppling Matthew McConaughey.
It's very close right now.
Very close. If
It is
I said, you
very close.
get a microphone on me.
The man's got washboard abs.
I'm gonna send you my $500 microphone, and we're gonna see. Okay.
We're gonna pay for you to do
I will-
voiceovers
I
for
will put money on
movies
that.
and shit like that. Actually, what I want to this is it. I'm pitching you an idea. All right. This is what's next for you, Jack. This is what's next for you, Jack. Ready for this? We're gonna take nature documentaries, mute it, and me and you are gonna do. We're gonna commentate on it.
No, you're gonna leave Tony out of it because he's gonna ruin it.
You need
You
listen.
ever hold on. You ever played Hunter?
Dogg? You ever seen Snoop Dogg do the documentaries? It's the funniest shit
Yes,
you ever seen.
No. We're past this. Hold on. First off, do you ever play any hunting video games? The Hunter, Into the Wild, all that. You could voice that fucking dude. Just say over there, about 500 yards away, is a white-tailed deer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like the
No,
like the
not like
lightning ones.
deer
You find, like,
shooter.
every
No.
country
I mean
bar.
like the next gen shit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm not opposed to it, man. I'm not opposed to it.
I think that's your future.
No, we got to do a voiceover.
I'll run it.
Like I'm gonna be the obnoxious one, and you're gonna have to do it in that deep, sweet. We'll send you a microphone at this point. Dude.
just it's a honey badger somewhere in Africa. I'll be like, and you're just gonna hear like the honey badger burrows and does this and this and this and this, and also there's Paul here, and they don't give a shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
It will fuck you up.
That motherfucker's digging a hole like he trying to go to China, motherfucker. That motherfucker.
Yeah, right. They burrow for 6 months of the year. That motherfucker dig a hole.
Pretty much.
Deep ass hole.
This is the way that came out. He tried.
I could see it. It'd be pretty funny.
It'd be a
actually.
great time.
Even funnier, honestly.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Do like yeah, damn, nature, you scary. Do like an intoxicated version where I'm not even so much reading off a script. I'm just like, dude, that line about to jack some shit up. He's just picking out which one he wants to grab at this point.
It's like, this is the dung beetle. That motherfucker's pushing poo.
Right? He's got a lot of shit.
All right, so
all right, I'm for it now. I'm for
see?
it. I will fund this.
Because obviously you've grown on TikTok. I'm assuming there's been other TikTokers that have probably reached out, wanted to do a collab or something like that with you.
You that I've talked to. I've talked to Not Easy Being Wheezy a couple times.
Who is that?
She's the young lady who she very much has like that punk aesthetic. She can fit her arm in the Pringles
Yes,
can.
she's got the nose piercing. She does the Pringles video.
Yes,
I fucking love that chick.
I've talked to her a couple times. Total sweetheart.
She seems cool as fuck.
She is such a sweet kid. So I've talked with her. I've talked with Jake Barr on a handful of occasions.
Oh my god! I just realized who you were talking about this whole time. I love this chick.
Yeah, she's fucking awesome
with the lip piercing right there. Yeah,
yeah, she's the shit. Love her.
Yeah, she's a sweet kid. I like her. Talked with Dustin Duro. He hasn't blown up quite as much yet. I'm trying to fix that. It's funny. He is. People think I'm wholesome.
I've seen Dustin, him too. I know who he is too.
I don't think I know who that is.
This big, gentle giant of. He's the sweetest thing on the planet, and at the same time, if I had to go into a fight, I'd bring Dustin with me. Like the man is just. I mean, the man has like boxed and fought in Thailand. He's worked with Marvel. He was an extra on The Walking Dead. He and I are trying to do a thing where we go to children's hospitals as Captain America.
I saw that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. I got to bulk up a little bit, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. That'd be awesome.
That would be
I've talked with him. I've talked with Poppy Tacos about twice. So there's been a few that like I've talked to, but not like every day we're chatting each other up.
Has Call Me Chris hit you up?
Call Me Chris, no.
Oh. That's when you know you made it.
So, obviously, now, like, a lot of the TikTokers. Who's your favorite TikToker, though?
Who's my favorite? I can't really say I have a favorite. And the only reason I say that is because each one of them has their
such a political response. I love it.
Yeah, he's playing it safe.
Let me be clear. What I'll say right now is that I do not have a specific TikToker that I'm the biggest fan of.
I knew there was a voice coming.
A lot of reason for that.
I knew it.
Because every single one of them has something specific to them that they offer to the community. However, let me be clear. But no, like they all have their own little niche and their own little like community that they've built. So I have the ones that I like for different reasons, but I really wouldn't say that any one of them is like my all-on favorite everything. So
okay.
Poppy Tacos is probably, I love Poppy Tacos. Honestly, one.
What did they do?
Honestly, one who I would really, really love to actually get to talk to is Voice Monster Edits.
That one I
don't know if I know who that is.
Voice?
Big dude. He does the he does everything. He does everything from the like the Him and the Demon skits.
I've seen him.
I've seen Jerry.
Yep. He pops up on my feed all the time.
Yep. Well, hiya, Bo. You want to play Cowboys with me, Bo? Girl, what kind of fucking cowboy is that? One that smoked a whole bunch of crack.
All right.
I had a follow-up question to that, but I'm like, you're too wholesome and you're not going to answer it.
Oh, but I've been in the Army for 10 years. Trust me, there was a non-wholesome side.
All right. If there's any TikToker you could cancel, who would it be? That's a tough one.
No, and here's the thing: is that
we won't put this part on TikTok. Don't worry.
Yeah,
it'll be on our show, but it's not going to be on TikTok.
It'll be on the show. It won't be on the TikTok.
I can't really say if there's any I would cancel because I haven't really seen anything on TikTok where I'm like, I hate this dude, or like this dude's toxic, or this person is this, or this person is that. Because even when I see something like that, I just swipe and
right. Like I don't. That's why I hate cancel culture. It's just stupid.
Yeah.
Like that's why I always find it funny when people like that's why when like especially because like I've gotten death threats, I've gotten plenty of hate comments,
of course,
and this and that. But for me, it's like, hold on, let me see if I get this straight. You dislike me so much that you can't stand me, yet you took time out of your day and the effort to write me and do this and do that. I've affected you that much, but you hate me that much, huh? Really? Like for me, it's like if I don't like what someone does, like, okay, bye, Felicia. Like just keep
pretty
scrolling.
much, yeah. Just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
Now, have you met any? I mean, I know you talked to those TikTokers. Have you met any celebrities yet, or anything like that, or no?
The only through TikTok, no. I have met the only celebrities that I've actually met, and part of why I know sign language is that I met Marley Matlin, who is she's a deaf singer, and Mandy Harvey. Sorry, no, Mandy Harvey is the deaf singer. Marley Matlin is the deaf actress.
Interesting.
I was their private security detail. This was maybe 4-something years ago. Yeah, I think it was about 4-something years ago. I was their private security detail. Two of the sweetest people I have ever met in my life. But they're part of why I started wanting to learn sign language. So Marley Matlin,
is there anything you can't fucking do, bro?
Like, yeah, for real. Like,
can you give us a shot in the world?
Cook unsupervised. I can tell you right now, as my mama, cook unsupervised. Do not stick me in the kitchen and go like, yeah, whip up dinner. I'm gonna be like, I don't know what to do.
Like,
I
know how to cook, but goddamn, man, like that's not enough. It's like I learned sign language. I'm like, goddamn, like this is fucking.
So it's funny when you said the voices thing. There was a young lady who, I forget what I did. I think it was the first thing where I signed, and she was like, hold on. All these accents, all these languages, sign language, this, that. This man's in the CIA. You're not changing my mind. And I kind of played along with it. My response was I just did ... I
mean, I would believe it.
Well, besides those celebrities, because I asked this in the last one, I'm going to ask this one again too. When you reach this level of stardom, what's the one celebrity you're going to shoot your shot at? You want to shoot your shot at? Obviously, you won't do it now because obviously it's you got some ways to go to shoot. Like, some of these, but who's the one celebrity you're going to shoot your shot to? Like you're at the Oscars and everyone's there. Who you walking on to with a drink in your hand like milady?
Well, I mean, that's kind of me as a whole. Like me offering. So oddly enough, it's funny you say that because my supervisor kind of would shake his head at me because when I met Mandy Harvey, whenever she would get on stage and get off stage, and I was her personal bodyguard, I would go with her. I would always put my arm out so she could like take my arm. And when she would come down from stage, I would give her my hand and lead her down from downstage or give her my arm. And I'll never forget this until the day I die. She gets on stage and I give her my arm and she takes my arm and gets down. And I'm just, checking. And she starts walking to the end of the stage and I just get my arm out. I remember she just grabbed my arm as she's walking downstairs and like gave me a little arm and a squeeze and like the little shoulder scratch thing. And, on the outside, all like serious, checking for threats. On the inside, I was like, but yeah, I mean, she's married. So,
who are you shooting your shot at? You gotta shoot because this is
becoming.
We're making this a TikTok.
Actually, you know what?
We're making this a TikTok and we're tagging them.
Emma Stone.
Okay, I respect it.
From Easy A and all that.
Oh yeah, I know who Emma Stone is.
Yeah.
I said Emma Stone has always been. She has always been my celebrity crush. I don't know why.
See, mine's Emma Watson. Always been Emma Watson.
Emma Watson's a close second. Emma Watson is definitely
because she's a smart.
Second.
She went to Oxford and shit, like or Cambridge or whatever. She's a smart girl. That's her girl.
Mm-hmm. Aubrey Plaza.
She looks like she wants to just fuck everyone all the time.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, she has dead eyes too.
Aubrey Plaza, Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
Trying to remember which one.
Oh no, I'll pull it up for you. Hold on, I got you right here.
I was like, yeah, that's who we're tagging in this then, so she can be like, what the fuck?
Wait, she's the one who plays. She gets referred to as Satan's niece.
Yes, she's somebody else too. She's in a bunch of movies. She's going to be in a Marvel movie. The Coven of Chaos.
Well, that's delayed. That's delayed.
It's funny because my sister was a big fan of her.
That's her. That's her.
Aubrey Plaza, bro.
Gotcha.
He's like, yep. I understand.
She's got those eyes like she's always disappointed in you. And something about that, man.
So the funny thing is that
that's why I'm on a podcast with Tony because he's always disappointed in me.
Well, the funny thing is that, and granted, this does not help with gay rumors at all. And maybe it's because I'm just getting old. Maybe it's just getting old. But there is not. I find it funny, especially when I was working private security, when women think they can just like do the whole like flirty thing with me. I'm just like, thank you, ma'am. Yep. Okay. Bye now. Like because here's the thing, and I think part of it is that, like, I'm not gonna lie, I still remember doing a private security detail for Victoria's Secret models, right? And
that sounds like
all my buddies were like, "Oh my god, dude, like you're so hot and everything like that," and I'd be like, "Bro, her voice sounds like nails on a chalk."
Most of them do, yeah.
And so some of them complete sweethearts, and we're just like, oh my god, thank you guys so much, and I'm like, of course, man. And I don't flirt with them because I'm there working.
You're
but there was
professional.
one of them who was like, oh my god, so do you guys like hands on you like all the time? I'll be like, yes, ma'am, we are your armed security detail. Oh my god, can I see it? No, man, that kind of goes against protocol. And it's like, sweetheart, you are a very lovely young lady to look at. But oh my god, please stop talking.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, what's next for you, Jack? Obviously, I'm assuming this was a kind of like a surprise to fame kind of thing. You didn't plan for this to happen.
Dude,
but what's next now?
It's been a shell shock for a lot of it, and it's funny because a lot of people be like, well, what do you think for this? What do you think for this? What do you think for this? I'm like, I mean, a lot of people have been like, you should do voice acting, or you should do audible, or you should do film acting. First off, all those I would love to do. First off, all those I would in a heartbeat.
Oh, you should do some of the duets on those. I see those all the time.
What?
They're like act with me, and then you act like you do the duet, and you act as the other lines it gives you.
Oh,
there you go. Next video right there. Next, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know how I haven't seen them yet. Yeah,
not a bad idea. I'll hook you up. I'll set you up with them.
Tony's got a weird algorithm, so.
I mean, as far as what's next for me, we have the right now. Big thing is we're working on the merch. The shirts dropped, and those went pretty good. We just dropped hoodies, and I think the problem is I didn't actually post a video on that one because it posted right before I was doing military things and then travel. So it's been kind of slow on the hoodies, but I'm hoping that can pick up. Working on that, working on a couple of other things. Still working towards the whole Audible angle and voice acting. There's actually it's funny, someone invited me to a sci-fi horror movie like convention thing. And I was like, okay, I'm not sure how I got brought up in that, but number one, I don't mind because I like sci-fi horror. And number two, I was kind of like, that might not be a bad way to network. I mean, yeah, for me, a lot of it is just seeing how far this can go and trying to work on it further, work on the voice acting angle, work on this and that. And a big thing for me of wanting to try to make things like blow up. For me, I don't see it as a like, oh, dude, the money. No, for me, it's like, dude, like the more this goes up, I can help with this. I can do this. I can do this. Like Dustin does the whole children's hospital thing. It would be awesome to get to a level of, hey, can you fly out literally in a week and do this for a children's hospital? Oh, hell yeah. Hey, can you fly out to this rescue and try and promote them and this like that? Oh, hell yeah, I can do that right now. For me, it's not like a what do I get? What do I get? For me, it's a what more can I do? Like, what do I have to do to get to a point where I can go do all these things I want to do to help with other people, get more involved with this and this. And unfortunately, part of that comes with the influence side of it, the having the freedom of movement kind of side of it. That's the big thing I want to see this go. I want to see this go to a point where take care of the family, take care of the people that I can, but also have that freedom of movement to where it's like, hey, here's this thing I believe in. How can I help out with it? How can I work better with this? How can I, help out with this and this and this? It's not a what do I get? What do I get? It's like, dude, what do I get to do? Not what do I have to do? What do I get to do?
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
Spread that out. Yeah,
absolutely, dude.
I mean, a lot of the Dark Rose Actual thing, like the whole thing where Dark Rose Actual came from, it was kind of something where I wanted to start I don't want to say nonprofit because I'm not really sure how that would work out. So you've got like Wounded Warriors and things like that, specifically for military. Awesome. You got other ones that are like specifically firefighters, specifically cops, specifically EMS, and I love all that. The idea I had in my head when I came up with Dark Rose Actual was something where people who, whether you're a vet, fireman, police, EMS, a dad who works on an oil rig and he's worried about paying for things for his babies that he never gets to see, the nurse who's a single mom and is working all these shifts just to take care of everything, all these people who are busting their ass and go through these dark times, but on the inside, they're just awesome, beautiful people trying to help themselves and take care of those around them, but they feel like they have no one to talk to. How do we bring those together? How do we get the dude who, busts his ass, essentially does all he can to help his babies, help his family and stuff like that, and the dude who's going through something very similar, but they're in two entirely different career fields? How do we get those two to talk? How do we get those two to help each other out? How do we give those two somebody to talk to? How do we take, the guy who feels like he's not heard or the young lady who feels like he's not heard with a whole bunch of other people who are like, hey, we don't do the same thing, but honey, we bust our ass and we do this and this and this, and I get it. Like, come on in. Like, we see you, we hear you. And the problem with that is that number one, it's just hard to get started up. And number two, it's kind of like, all right, well, how do you really combine that many groups of people under one thing in a way that works? But for me, that's a big thing of what I'd love to see in the future is get something like that started where it's not just, hey, here's this one group of people that we help, or here's like this one group of people that we focus on. It's like, no, like here's all these things and all these different groups of people that we try to help and we try to connect and we try to do this and we try to do that. That's where I'd love to see this go.
God damn, dude, why are you on our show? Like, we are too dumb of individuals to have someone like you on. You're like trying to make life changes and change people's like worlds, and we're like, yeah, we're
trying to start an OnlyFans.
Like, we're trying to just get through this episode while being stoned and drunk most of the time.
OnlyFans can be life changing, brother.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
OnlyFans can be life changing.
300,000. That's all we gotta hit. 300,000. That's all we gotta hit. That's all we gotta hit. 300,000.
One day.
It might be sooner than that. Who knows?
No, He's going. He's going live when he's gonna tell people about us, and all of a sudden you're gonna see like 1 million fucking likes on this.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Something
All
to
right.
show for my life.
Well, you have, after that inspirational thing that you're trying to change in the world, I have a question for you.
Yeah, now we have inappropriate
Yes, sir.
questions.
Yeah, these are the questions that people need to hear from our show.
Marry, fuck, kill. Which one?
That we did that last week.
That's probably one of them. Yeah,
We did that last week, actually.
Oh, I did.
Well, 2 weeks ago now, because that's the Lucas Home episode. Yep, we did that. What was it called? Yeah, whatever. Fuck, Mary, kill.
Home. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm big. Serious question though. When you poop, do you sit or stand when you wipe?
I'm still sitting.
Did you know there's people that actually stand up and wipe their ass? Like their cheeks touch and there's poo there. And I don't understand how people do that.
I couldn't tell you. I generally don't watch other people when they defecate, so I didn't really have.
Well, no, I literally did a study. Half my dealership is split in half. Some people stand, some people sit, and they're like, "How do you sit and wipe?"
Tony half stands. Don't let him lie to you.
No, you got to do that little hover. You do a little hover.
Tony's a half stander.
Little hover, bro. Colin, what questions you got for him here?
Who's your favorite Spice Girl? Do it. I know you want to do it. Just say it.
It's been so long, man. I'm gonna try to remember.
You
I can like see her face too.
You
but I
listen
forget
to the
the
Spice
name.
Girls. Did you listen to Spice Girls when you were a kid?
Everyone
Not a
listens to
lot,
Spice
no.
Girls.
Dude, I grew up watching Golden Girls, for heaven's sake.
Oh,
I watched Gilligan's Island. I just never stayed up to watch Golden Girls because that was after Gilligan's Island.
I watched Golden Girls like years later. That's a great show.
Yeah. I'm team Betty White, man. Betty White. All the
Oh
way.
yes.
Betty White. Okay. Would you take Betty White over any of the Spice Girls?
Like to hang out with? Yeah, I'd hang out with Betty White all day.
You know what we meant. You know.
Because she very much
answer.
strikes me as like that sweet but savage grandma.
Yeah.
She was a hoe too. You ever hear her talk about how she used to give fucking head to people all the time in Hollywood?
Betty White?
Yeah, she used to talk about that shit all the time.
What?
Yeah, it was
I did
fucking
not know
hysterical.
that.
I have no idea if that's true. I just said.
Like I said, the sweet but savage grandma.
Oh no, I have no idea. I have no idea if that's true. I just said that out loud.
She's like what is it? The mom from that 70s show?
No.
No, that's not her.
Did she die?
Betty White's dead. Yes.
No.
Yeah,
the
Betty
mom
White
from that
passed away.
70s show.
Yeah.
No, she just filmed a new season.
I feel like she died.
No, she's not dead.
All right, cool.
Betty White or the mom from that 70s show?
Well,
Mom
both.
from
I
that
know
70s
Betty
show.
White. I know Betty White is dead.
Yeah, Betty White has passed away. The mom
Okay.
from that 70s show, I believe she's still alive.
She
Oh,
just
okay,
filmed the
okay.
first season of that 90s show.
That could have been filmed years ago.
No, it was just filmed.
How do you know?
Because I kept up with
Are
that
you friends
shit.
with the producer?
No, I used to have a show where we had to talk about movies and shows
You
all the time.
calling
So
that
I,
home?
Yeah.
I just researched
sure?
this shit. They have like the leaked set footage or people fucking walking around
I
in
don't
costume
know.
and shit.
Okay.
Fucking moron.
Whatever.
I hate you, Colin.
Whatever.
What else you got for Mr. Jack here? I feel like I've been asking all the good questions. It's
ooh.
your turn.
I haven't heard one good question. Just kidding. If you get to give up brushing your teeth or wiping your ass, which one are you giving up?
Brushing teeth.
He fucking what's his name said he'd give up wiping his ass.
See, here's the thing. From a
Lucas Home. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say what's his name. Lucas Home. But he brought up a very good point.
So here's the thing. From a practical standpoint and a health standpoint, no. Like I've been like from enough time that I've spent in the field, I can tell you right now, even if I don't have something to brush my teeth with, I can at least like water, rinse, take paracord and like, use that as dental floss or whatever.
Okay.
Option 2, that's how that's where makeup concerns come in.
Yeah,
So,
that's how you die. He said he would use a
no,
bidet.
Yeah.
Which is a good answer.
That's a loophole. That's a loophole to
It's
the
a
question.
fucking he found the
That
it
is a
instantly
loophole.
found the
Yeah,
loophole.
it's a
I was
loophole.
like, you fucking bastard.
But you're just to walk around with a wet ass all the time, though.
Yeah, you can't wipe it. You can't dry it off.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good.
I would get a
That's true.
bidet that
Okay,
has a
fair.
fan to dry it off, too.
Just has a
Fucking
fan.
air-powered
It's
bidet.
It's going to be like one of those little things that just pops out and goes, chick, shh.
Hmm.
Yeah, just poking right up, just a little air. It's a little refreshing,
I don't know. Your butt would get
So-
cold.
They talk about blowing smoke up your ass.
Yeah. Well,
I
Oh,
see
water.
what you did there.
Yeah.
all right. Serious question.
Say it.
Do mermaids give live birth or do they lay eggs?
You know, as someone who used to be a merman and teach
I
mermaid
was
classes,
gonna say, I was waiting for you to be like, well, for someone who trained mermaids, I know they in
I mean, actually, kind of, yeah. Mama Copper and I used to do a thing where essentially it was like for kids, we would teach mermaid classes where it's in like a monofin and you have a tail that comes up around it. And I was her merman. And honestly, dude, like, not gonna lie, it's fun as hell, especially when like you get the movement right because it's you don't bend from your knees, you kind of more like
your
work your whole
feet.
body into it. Yeah, like you work your whole body into it, dude. I could like sit there doing like corkscrews and barrel rolls and twists and turns, and you're just moving because you're not. It's just one fin that once you get that motion, dude, you just.
So what job haven't you done? What haven't you been?
Haven't been a car salesman.
It's
I mean,
true. Hope to God you never are.
You beat it by being a merman. I don't know how.
Yeah, like nobody can top that.
Like I thought my story was like I used to save fucking dolphins and sea turtles. You're just like I was a fucking sea creature.
When did you save dolphins and sea turtles?
I used to save dolphins and sea turtles. That's what I used to do.
When did you do that?
When I lived in Florida, I worked for the Clearwater Marine Aquarium. That's how I got out of writing.
Badass, dude.
Yeah, dude. I got out of writing a research paper for my
So you
psych
saved
class.
them?
Yeah,
so you saved them.
So I got out of writing. I'll tell my story if you stop cutting me off, Colin. God damn.
No.
I got out of writing the research paper because we got called out to the beach because there was a dolphin stranding, which means a dolphin just beached itself. So we had to bring it back to the water because it can't just sit in the sand. And we were holding it in the water.
Okay, it's a fish.
Dolphins are not fish.
It's a mammal, but it's also a fish.
It breathes air, but it just can't be on the sand and stuff. But we had to jump in the water and we were holding towels over it got bit by a shark and we had to hold towels over the wound.
Story just gets better by the minute.
That one didn't survive. That happens. But
they sent you.
Well, I wasn't the only one there. I was part of a team.
Trying to sell it a car?
No, I wasn't even in car sales then. I was like 17, 18 years old. And then I used to do the turtle hatchings and turtle strandings also. So we'd walk the beach late at night. Yeah, it was cool. And walk the beach late at night and we would try to look to see if any turtles laid eggs. If they laid eggs, we got to count them, all that shit. If they're hatching, we have to like dig a trench so they go down the trench into the water because they're dumb and they'll go into the street.
That's badass, man. I dig it. Mm-hmm. As someone who's been scuba diving, let's see, scuba diving since I was 13. Scuba diving is very much a family business. Mom and dad met on a scuba diving trip, scuba dove into their wedding. That's my second home. So anytime anyone's like, I do this in ocean wildlife conservation.
Stop doing everything. Why have you lived a full life and we're making a podcast at 33?
Hold on.
What the fuck? Where did we go wrong?
I need you to do something for me right now, Jack. I need you to do something for me right now.
Sure.
This is a skit. This is going on TikTok.
Okay.
I need you to do the Dos Equis commercial at this point. Because you are now the most
for real, dude.
You are now the most interesting man in the world.
Yeah, you're chasing the wrong dreams right now. You're the Dos Equis man.
I don't normally drink beer, except that I do. But when I do, I prefer Dos Equis. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Why are you good at everything?
In my comment section, it's not that hard to do. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Seriously. Have you grow out a mustache?
What the fuck? Dude?
Give you a sombrero. We're ready to go. You're the Dos Equis guy.
Jesus. I could take over the world with a quarter of your talent.
well, clearly not, because I ain't taking over the world of anything yet.
Yeah, you're putting your powers towards good. I'd be like in between.
Colin, the world's burning.
Tony would be evil. Tony would fucking burn the world down with your powers.
You'd be swooning your way all the way to the White House, and then at the last minute, just pull like a Kevin Pollak or whatever his name is, and just do that double tap on the White House desk and be like,
"What's up, Miss Biden?" Ew, never mind.
Just full out House of Cards, everything.
Yes.
Jack, quick question for you. How long does it take you to eat an entire pineapple?
How long does it take me to eat like hold on, like are we talking an already cut pineapple?
Yeah.
Or are we talking like
just a whole
pineapple? Like you gotta skin it yourself.
Like a whole pineapple, just like the ones you get at the grocery
store. I mean, me, it would
like
probably take a while because pineapple in large quantities kind of disgusts me now, and here's why. when I got my wisdom teeth taken out as a kid, my dental surgeon was like, all right, a month from now when we're going to do the surgery, for the next month, you have to drink a gallon of pineapple juice a day or eat a certain amount of pineapple, and it will bring down the swelling significantly.
You know, the
So
rumors
cool.
with pineapple juice. Are we sure this dentist wasn't trying to do something else? Like, are we 100% sure?
Did he double? Did he
Oh,
Sounds
double?
a little. Yeah, I've had girlfriends that
Well,
tell
let's
me the
see.
same
Did he-
thing.
Number
did
one, I was
double-
underage at the time.
I was
And
gonna
number
say-
two, my mama was present, so I'm guessing not.
Well, did he double? Did he double as a Catholic priest or?
Yeah, if Mama Cop was there, it's wholesome. We're good.
Yeah. It was also a woman, so
Oh,
Okay.
hey, listen,
I had to check.
listen. You
no,
see all the time.
I get you. I get
I'm
you.
looking out for you.
No, I
You know.
appreciate you. Long story short, first couple days I was like, oh God, I love pineapple. And then by like the second week, I was like, oh my God, I hate pineapple so much. I'm never gonna eat pineapple ever again. So for me, it might take maybe like half hour. I go through my little pineapple PTSD, get over it real quick, eat the damn pineapple and just get it over with. So I give it like half hour.
Okay, half hour. That's fair.
It's a fair answer.
I don't eat pineapple, so I don't know.
What do you mean you don't eat
I
pineapple?
don't like pineapple. It's gross.
Why?
It just doesn't taste good.
You're
doesn't taste
weird. You're weird.
You ate Play-Doh as a child.
I don't care. I still ate pineapple.
Yeah, but you ate Play-Doh.
Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. You didn't eat Play-Doh as a child?
No, do not tell me you ate Play-Doh.
Yes.
You're the only person.
I don't remember.
Tony, you're canceled.
I don't
Jack, you're the
remember
new
much from
host.
my childhood, so I might have, for all I know. Actually, that would probably would explain a lot. That would explain.
You just justified my entire existence. Thank you. I'm the cool one in the podcast now. Tony,
we
you're
did
canceled.
we did a poll on the podcast,
Look at me.
and
look at me.
99
I'm the captain now.
99%
and
of
the
the people
co-host
that
now.
voted said they did not eat Play-Doh because it's gross.
That's a lie. 60% said they did, and it was delicious.
I don't think I did, but then again, like I said, there's a lot of my childhood I don't remember. Head injuries will do that to you. There's a lot of crap I don't remember, or I remember wrong, because I'll be like, my mom and my dad and my sister make a joke all the time that if I ever wrote an autobiography, like my life, ... I think, because there's so many things where I'm like, yeah, I remember this and this, and they'll all be like, no, remember that. I'm like, wait, seriously? They're like, we remember that, but that's not how it went. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's how that went. They're like, no, sweetheart, that's not how that went. I'm like, oh, all right.
That's
I win.
yeah, no. I'm
You
just
lose
not-
this one, Tony. You lose.
Ah,
Gracefully
Jack,
bow down to your
My
king.
God.
you did this, Jack. I'm gonna hear this for the next month.
For forever.
Forever
now.
Rest of my
Yeah.
life.
Now, hold on now. I didn't confirm. I just said that I can either
Wow.
confirm or not.
But you did not deny.
Well, it's kind of hard. to
I'm
deny.
still winning. I'm 60% on the polls right now.
In my
I'm
mind,
still
I still
winning.
won.
I'm like 61.1% right now.
You're not even close to that.
Also, Lucas Holmes said he put Play-Doh in his mouth. He knows what Play-Doh tastes like. Therefore, he ate Play-Doh.
Didn't
I'm at like
digest the Play-Doh.
64%.
Well, I wouldn't say that he's eating Play-Doh because that's not the consumption of Play-Doh.
But he knows what it tastes like. You put it in your mouth. You were curious.
I smoke
He said,
cigarettes.
hold on. He
I know
said it
what
was
cigarettes
salty.
taste like. I don't know. I'm not eating.
So backstory. I described what Play-Doh tastes like.
Right.
Okay. And he perfectly described what Play-Doh tastes like. He's got like an upcoming rap career. He's trying to be you right now. So he doesn't want to admit that he ate Play-Doh. You're there already. You're like, I might have, but I might not have.
The politician answer. It never
I spent my
stops.
childhood eating Play-Doh.
I'm
That's
not saying I
what they
ate
say,
Play-Doh.
though.
Like, what did Obama say when he said talking about smoking weed? I'm not saying I smoke weed, but I'm also not saying I didn't inhale. You might have ate Play-Doh. All right. Colin's winning.
Well,
I don't know.
I think that's we're gonna have to end on that because I have nothing else to say to Colin now because this
Tony
shit.
can't take any more L's this podcast.
No, I'm done with this.
Colin wins.
That's the only L that I don't want to take, and yet here it is.
That you don't want to take.
Exactly.
That one's going to sit with you for too long.
Served
Yep.
it on a silver platter.
Yep. And I did it to myself.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you something. Somebody once told me taking the L, right? L obviously stands for loss. You know what else starts with an L? Lesson.
Take that lesson, Tony.
The only lesson I'm learning is that
Don't mess with me and my Play-Doh.
Colin's so dumb all the time.
The only lesson I'm learning is I fucking hate both of you.
I fucking hate you.
Jack, thank you again for coming on the show this week, man. We really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, man. Trust me, the honor and the pleasure was mine. I appreciate you.
It was an impromptu 2-episode thing, and I'm so happy we're able to do this. Those listening at home, go check out Uncle Copper on TikTok. If you haven't seen him yet, we probably already have.
You're probably following already.
Most likely following him. Everybody
do it.
Everybody I know has said they've seen his TikTok before. So go follow him if you haven't. Again, thank you again for coming, man.
If you like me, check out these two. Because I'll word it this way. There's not many people that I can sit and chat with for that long without me going like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I'm sad that this is ending. Like, we could do this for hours on end.
Oh, we could do this every week.
Oh, we'll do it.
You just say the word, dude. You could permanent guest. 100%.
We'll pay for your equipment. We'll put it together. And
yeah, literally.
You could be our third.
You could be our third host. And if you dig me, check out these two because these two are fun.
We appreciate that, brother.
Yes.
But guys listening at home, we appreciate you tuning in, listening. If you're followed up and watched the last episode and came to this one, we appreciate you a whole lot. We're not a whole lot of followers, not a whole lot of listeners, but we appreciate the little ones that are there. Yet. Jackson changed that for us.
Yeah.
Colin, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you. No, but seriously, appreciate you.
Jack, you can do your send offs, do your plugins, all that stuff. You're gonna end our show here.
Oh, my plugins and all that.
Oh yeah, you're ending the show. We're wrapping up with you. You're gonna have the last say.
Copperhead347.com. Just drop hoodies. Stay the course one day at a time. They don't get to fucking win. Be you. Love yourself. Love everyone around you. And in the words of Bill and Ted, be excellent to each other.
I love it.
And buy his hoodies.
Buy his hoodies.
As fuck.
Be excellent to each other.
Fucking
and
comfy.
buy my hoodies.
All right, guys. Buy his shit. Buy his shit. We're out. Peace.